It is the GPT 4.0 era. So how are the GPTs doing? I've been testing out my favorite GPTs, starting with the Data Analyst GPT, also updating my own personal GPT, which is the Scam Spotter GPT. If you've not tried it, please check out the link in the description below. So today, I'm going to be testing out the Investment Analyst GPT. For the Data Analyst GPT, actually scored out 90% compared to where it's coming from. It didn't give me any errors like it used to. So let's see how the Investment Analyst GPT will perform in the 4.0 era. So let me just click on Explore GPTs. So I'm going to search for Investment Analyst. That's it. Pick it up. Let's start the chart. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, let's just use this conversation. Let's start a prompt. Give me an investment score for Apple. So it's giving me a rundown. That was quite fast. Of Apple. Everything going on with Apple right now. Okay, so I'm just going to go up and read its results. So Apple stock's performance in 2024 has been somewhat mixed. Starting the year at $192.53, the stock is currently trading around 189.87, reflecting a slight decline of 1.4% year to date. Okay, however, Apple's financial health and market position remains strong, buoyed by the significant developments and consistent earnings. Okay, so it says here for the first quarter of 2024, Apple reported earnings per share of $1.53, slightly surpassing analyst expectations of $1.51. The company's revenue for the quarter was $90.75 billion, marginally above the forecasted $90.37 billion, despite a year-over-year revenue decline of 4.3%. Apple's strategic initiatives and strong product lineup continue to support its financial performance. Okay, it's talking about Apple's strategic initiatives. It recently announced a massive $110 billion stock buyback program, the largest in U.S. history. This move is expected to bolster shareholder value and demonstrate the company's robust cash flow and confidence in its long-term growth prospects. Okay, analyst ratings and price targets. Here you can see that risks and challenges. Despite the overall positive outlook, Apple faces several risks. This includes ongoing supply chain challenges, economic uncertainties, and competitive pressures in key markets like smartphones and services. Moreover, a notable drop in iPhone sales by 10% in early 2024 highlights potential vulnerabilities. The Investment Analyst GPT is scoring Apple 75 on the short term, and on the long term, it's giving Apple an 85. Okay, so in conclusion, while there are short-term challenges, Apple's long-term growth potential and solid market position make it a compelling investment. So that's fair. That's fair. So let's dive into my own personal queries. How does Warren Buffett's sale of part of his Apple stock holding affect the stock? Okay, it says here Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway recently reduced its stake in Apple, selling approximately $2 billion worth of shares in the first quarter of 2024. This move marks the largest sale of Apple stock by Berkshire since it started investing in the company in 2016. Despite this, Buffett remains a significant shareholder and continues to hold a large portion in Apple, reflecting his long-term confidence in the company's prospects. Short-term, the immediate market reaction for the news of Buffett selling a portion of his Apple holdings has been relatively muted. While such actions by prominent investors can sometimes trigger broader sell-offs, this has not been the case for Apple. The company's stock remains resilient, supported by strong fundamentals and a significant buyback program. So what's the investor sentiment for Apple looking like? There is a divergence in investor sentiment. Some view Buffett's sale as a potential red flag, especially given that other insiders, including CEO Tim Cook, have also sold shares recently. This could signal that those closest to the company see limited short-term upside or potential challenges ahead. Long-term impact. Strategic decisions. Apple's robust buyback strategy with a recent $110 billion authorization suggests that the company is confident in its long-term value and aims to enhance shareholder returns through EPS growth. Analyst views. Most analysts maintain a positive outlook on Apple. Warren Buffett has often praised Apple as an exceptional business, and even with the recent sale, his overall investment philosophy regarding Apple hasn't fundamentally changed. Buffett's sale is likely motivated by portfolio rebalancing and diversification rather than a loss of confidence in Apple. Here, for this question, is saying that the short-term investment score is 70, while the long-term investment score is 85 over 100. Which AI stocks have the largest potential upsides today? Several AI stocks currently stand up for their significant potential upsides, driven by strong fundamentals, strategic initiatives, and growing market opportunities. Here are some of the top AI stocks to consider. Okay, Nvidia, Amazon, AMD, Salesforce, Palantir, Meta Platforms, and it stops there. It says Meta is heavily investing in AI to enhance its digital advertising and user engagement capabilities. The company's increased capital expenditure on AI hardware and its focus on generative AI technologies are expected to drive significant growth. Meta's commitment to integrating AI across its platforms positions it well for future success. In conclusion, these AI stocks present substantial growth opportunities driven by their innovative approaches and strategic investments in AI technologies. Investors looking to capitalize on the AI boom should consider these companies as they are poised to benefit significantly from advancements in the AI space. By focusing on companies like Nvidia, Amazon, AMD, Salesforce, Palantir, and Meta, investors can potentially achieve high returns as these firms continue to lead and innovate in the AI sector. Really interesting. But what do you think? If you specialize in looking at AI stocks, I'd like you to leave your comments below on what you think about investment analyst GPT's thoughts about these 6 stocks. I want to invest in an AI ETF. Which is my best bet? Investing in an AI-focused ETF can be a strategic way to gain exposure to the rapidly growing artificial intelligence sector. So, Investment Analyst GPT is actually giving me a rundown. Okay, that's me. How would you rate this GPT so far? Hey, so Coco, what do you think? How do you rate this GPT? What do you think? Coco, you're overthinking this. You're overthinking this. Come on. Okay, that's fair. 4. Coco did a 4. Okay. Investing on AI-focused ETF can be a strategic way to gain exposure to the rapidly growing artificial intelligence sector. Here are some of the best AI ETFs to consider based on their performance, holdings, and investment focus. Okay, so the first one is Global X Robotics and Artificial Intelligence ETF. Okay, it has $1.7 billion of assets under management, predominantly US with some international exposures. Key holdings: Nvidia, Intuitive Surgical, and UiPath. The second one, Robo, Global Robotics and Automation Index ETF. Its key holdings are diverse mix, not dominated by household names. Okay, geographic exposure: US, Taiwan, China, and other emerging markets. It's a mix of mid-cap and large-cap stocks in robotics and automation. First Trust Nasdaq AI and Robotics ETF. Its key holdings are Splunk and Synopsys. Its focus is companies in AI and robotics aiming to replicate the Nasdaq CTA Artificial Intelligence and Robotics Index. Number 4 is iShares Robotics and Artificial Intelligence Multi-Sector. Its key holdings are AMD, LG, Pinterest, and the Yandex. Geographic exposure diverse, including US, Japan, Hong Kong, China, and others. Its focus is broad global exposure to AI and robotics. And number 5 is App Autonomous Technology and Robotics ETF. Key holdings: Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, Tesla, John Deere, and Caterpillar. Its focus: autonomous technology and robotics, including AI-driven companies. Expense ratio 0.75%. Primarily US-based with some international exposure. The next is Wisdom Tree Artificial Intelligence and Innovation Fund. Focus: global companies focus on AI and innovation. Key holdings: ARM Holdings, specializing in CPU design and AI-related technologies. Each of these ETFs offer a different approach to invest in AI, whether through a focus on robotics, a mix of large cap or mid cap stocks, or broader technology exposure. For a more diverse approach, IRBO or WTAI might be suitable, while those seeking concentrated exposure to leading AI companies might prefer BOTZ or ROBT. Choosing the best ETF depends on your investment strategy, like risk tolerance, specific interest in AI and robotics sectors, diversification, expense ratio, and the specific holdings of each ETF are crucial factors to consider when making your investment decision. Well, so far, I've enjoyed every bit of investment analysis. I try to make the questions as varied and as loose as possible, and of course, get this information right off the web, but it's still cool. I'll give Investment Analyst GPT an 88%. it's still cool. For your thoughts, that if you have comments concerning all the queries I made and the responses from the Investment Analyst GPT, if you have your own queries, if you disagree with anything that I said, please feel free to leave comments in the comment section below. Also, do not forget, I have my own special GPT, which is Scam Spotter GPT. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Please, you can go ahead and before you make any investments, check it out. All right, query it. It's what I'm doing. Is this a scam? Just ask it, feed it with the information and ask the GPT, and it's going to at least see what it says. Take a look at the data it gets to give you so that you do not fall victims to any kinds of investment scam. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share. It's important that you like this video. It's important that you click the notification bell. It's also very important to the growth of this channel that you subscribe. So don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you soon.